Hi, Luke. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well as well, thank you. Glad to hear that you're well. My name is Tayla, and I'll be your counselor for today. What brings you in?
So I was recently kicked out of my house, and quite frankly, I don't know where to turn to. I was hoping to get some help.
Okay. Well, first, I want to commend you on coming in today to see me. It's not easy to seek for help, which is the first step, especially as someone your age. Um, I understand that you are experiencing a rough time in your life right now. Are you able to tell me a few of the reasons why?
Yeah, so I'm living with my mother, and she kicked me out for not holding up my end of my responsibilities that are her responsibilities. Um, I have three younger brothers, um, and I have to take care of them while trying to maintain a part-time job in school, and it becomes really overbearing.
Okay. That does sound like a frustrating situation, Luke, and I'm sorry to hear that. Do you mind throughout the duration of this interview process if I take a few notes? Are you
Yeah,
comfortable with that? Okay,
absolutely.
perfect. So, yeah, I'm sorry to hear what you're going through right now. Being 18 and feeling like you have this large parental responsibility and like you're playing the main role is definitely not easy for someone your age. So, you mentioned your mom is always working and she's busy. Do you
Mhm.
mind telling me a little bit about what she does?
Yeah, so she works like a night shift at a factory somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so like quite often she's gone throughout the night and sleeping throughout the day. So like in those like crucial peak times for like dinner and breakfast and stuff like that, she's either sleeping or getting ready for work or um, just getting home from work. So it ends up that like I have to be the one taking care of my brothers because I'm up anyways. Um, so uh, and quite honestly, it's just like come to a head, and I don't want to do it anymore. And um, it's caused a lot of fights with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so
Well, that sounds like a very frustrating, overwhelming situation for you, and it's not easy being such a young age with other responsibilities as well, having to take care of your siblings. Now, did you mention how many siblings you have? And uh,
yeah.
so
Sorry, no, I didn't. So I got three. They're 12, 9, and 4.
12, 9, and 4. Okay, so they're still
All
very
those.
young, respectively.
Yeah, yeah.
So, from what you're telling me so far, I understand that your brothers are still very young, and you're right. It's a lot of responsibility to take care of three brothers on your own, and your mom
Mhm,
seems like she's very busy as well. So, I understand that she relies on you as her main kind of support system, right?
mhm.
Um, is there anyone else in the picture? Any kinship involved? Any other close family members? Because it seems like she's only relying on you. Is there a reason that you know of that it might only be
Um,
you?
yeah, definitely. So like my grandparents passed away a few years ago, and my father's not in the picture. He left when we were when I was very young. So before a couple of my brothers were born. So he's just never been in the picture. So we're essentially all on our own. So we have very, very little external support.
Okay, well, that makes sense. I understand you're not in contact with your father's side of the family, and your support
Hmm.
system just doesn't seem to be overall that big right now.
Hmm.
So yeah, this has caused you to be one of the main support system in your brother's life, and that's a lot. That's a big burden on someone your age and in your situation. So you've obviously feel like it's gotten to be way too much, and I'd like to know how this has affected you and your abilities in your everyday life.
Well, for the most part, like it adds up to a lot of stress. That like I almost feel like it's stress that I shouldn't be concerned about at my age. Um, and because of this stress, I haven't been able to like focus at school, and when like I'm not very good in certain subjects and stuff to begin with, so it makes it even more difficult.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear how much you're struggling right now, and you know, everything that you're telling me sounds really frustrating. You feel like you can't be a normal 18-year-old and do normal 18-year-old tasks in your everyday life. However,
Hmm.
I do understand that you do also have goals and aspirations, and um, which is everything that you're saying here, you know, can be monitored and fixed through achievable objectives and goals and such. So I'd like to ask you if you have a part-time job, or if you're currently working, or you know, what else are you doing apart from staying at home and watching your brothers and sisters, or sorry, brothers.
Brothers, yeah. Yeah, I've got a part-time job making pizzas, but I don't get to pick up a lot of shifts just because I have to take on this responsibility, and that's another thing. Like I'm 18, right? Like I kind of want to start my life and like live on my own, but like if I can't pick up shifts and work, like I can't I can't like live my own life, and that causes a lot of stress on me.
Okay. Well, I thank you for opening up to me like this. You know, your mother and you aren't on the best of terms right now, and that's not easy, being on not greatest terms with someone you love or someone that, you know, previously lived with. You feel underappreciated and undervalued, and like you have this big burden on your shoulders, and that's not,
Mhm.
that's very stressful for someone in your position. Just want to let you know though that your goals can be achievable, and me and you together, we can create some objectives to help you get there. Um, but yeah, it definitely seems like you really do need time to breathe and focus on yourself. And so just to get this out of the way, you do not want to go back home right now. Like, is there any possibility of you coming into contact with your mother in the nearby future?
I mean, yeah, that's definitely like it's a possibility. Like she's still my mother. It's just like things would have to drastically change for me to want to go back home. For me to want to go back home versus just living there.
Okay. So you said you want things to drastically change. I'd like
Hmm.
to, you know, list some things down that you would hope to change, some of your main priorities that you want to change in your home right now. Can you think of any?
Yeah, just like maybe a little bit like less responsibility. If there's like some way that we can have like an after school like daycare, or if she can like I don't know, switch shifts. Um, just something we can work out, that the sole responsibility of taking care of my brothers and stuff
Mm-hmm.
isn't placed on me, right? Because because quite frankly, like yeah, I'm 18, I'm technically an adult, but like I'm really still a child.
Yeah, and you definitely are. I mean, even though you're a consented adult, you're still in high school. You know, you still live with your mom. You're still somewhat dependent right now, right? But
Hmm.
it does seem like you do need some time to really figure out yourself, your goals, your objectives, and just focus on getting your shoulders back up. So yeah, you don't want to go back home right now, but you do want to sometime in the near future. Would you be interested in talking about the program, the youth care facilities that I am very aware of?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so my services include outreach, life skills support, counseling, advocacy, all the way to finding affordable rental units in this area. So, I mean, if that's any helpful to you, if you're thinking about moving out in the near future, if you just want to be on your own, then that's a possibility, although you don't need to. It's there if you need it.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and then there also are emergency shelters, medical and healthcare, education support, legal aid and counseling, all of that stuff. So if this is something you're interested in, I can definitely talk to the administrator and set something up for you.
Yeah, yeah, that would honestly be great. Yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah, and then I also do recall you mentioning work and school on top of that, saying that you feel like you can't strive to your fullest potential. Um, what are some of your main things that you want to focus on in school getting better?
Honestly, like my main like goals is to A, get better in math, and B, I want to be able to graduate and possibly go to college eventually.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you want to graduate, you want to get on with your life. So if you're also interested with another program I'm very aware of, I'm going to have to edit this part. It's called
10 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah, Oxford Learning London. They mainly offer math and science. So if you're struggling in math, then there's definitely math tutors there that can help you, higher your grades and stuff. So if this is something you're interested, I can get your consent and put your name on the list.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that'd be great.
Is there anything else you wanted to discuss for today's session?
Honestly, I think I'm good for today. I definitely would like to set up another session, but yeah, I think today we covered a lot of good stuff.
Okay, perfect. Well, just to reiterate everything, just so you have a clear idea, our youth care program sounds really up your alley. Counseling services, emergency shelters, medical health services, as well as affordable renting units. So I can definitely help you to get where you need to be, Luke, and thank you for coming in today. I look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
Bye.